Hey, what's up everybody? Cruz Ramos here with Dungeon Boxing Club. Today I just want to take a few minutes and demonstrate the way I like to wrap my hands. Now I don't believe there's a right or wrong way of doing this. This is just the method that I prefer. What we have here, this is the 180 wrap, so it's 180 inches long. For my boys 12 and up, I definitely recommend the 180 as it offers a little more protection on the knuckles and wrist. For my younger kids, the 120s are just fine since they have a smaller hand. The 120s will work perfectly. So let's go ahead and get into the way I like to wrap my hands. Alright, so most wraps actually come with this little thumb hook here that gives you a good starting point when wrapping your hands. Now these particular wraps that I have, they actually show you which side needs to go facing down. That means the side that's actually on the hand. This is important because when you're all done wrapping, you want to make sure that the Velcro is facing downward. That way it latches on. But it's just something you're going to have to experiment with the different wraps that you may have if yours don't demonstrate which side needs to go down. So we'll go ahead and get started here. We're going to start hooking on the thumb, okay? And now we're going to wrap the wrist about 3 or 4 times. Just kind of depends on what you're comfortable with. I like to have a little extra support on my wrist, so I'll do about 4 times. All right. From there, we're going to go across the top of the hand, okay? And we're going to hook it under the thumb and back over the wrist, okay? Once we're there, we're going to go across under the palm. And we're going to loop it around the thumb. That's going to give us some support in the thumb area. And then we're going to wrap it around the wrist again. Okay. Once we get to this point, I like to go back up to the knuckles. And here's where you want to put a little more extra padding, as that's where the impact is taking place when you're either hitting the bags or you're sparring. So we're going to wrap that about 4 times as well. 4. All right. Once we get there, now we got the wrap facing down. I'm going to go back across the bottom of the palm, okay, over the top of my hand, and from there I'm going to hook it across the hand and through the fingers. Okay. Once we're there, we're going back under the thumb again, and we're going to the next set of fingers. Okay. Once we're there, you want to add a little support to your wrap. So we're going to wrap the wrist 1 time. And then we're going to go through the middle of the other set of fingers, the next set of fingers. Okay. Give it a nice tight. You want it to feel like a snug cast, but not to the point where it's cutting out your circulation. Okay. Once we're there, we're going to go under the wrist, across the palm, and we're going to tighten it all up with 1 more wrap across the knuckles. Okay, and then we're going to go back down to the wrist and finish it off. And this is why I said it was important, because you want to make sure that this is facing downward. That way it hooks and loops and tightens up. So right there it feels snug. It's not tight to where it's cutting off my circulation, but it feels good. It feels solid. It feels like when I punch, it's going to support me, all right, and I'm not going to hurt my knuckles nor my wrist. And that's really it. I encourage you guys to practice this at home. Once you do it a few times, it becomes second nature. I hope this video was informative for you. If you do me a favor, please, if you would hit that like button, hit that share button, as I'm going to be creating more content here in the future, displaying some of the training methods that I do with the boys and girls here at Dungeon Boxing Club. Thank you guys. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.